Maya Chen was making coffee in her small kitchen when the aliens arrived. She watched through her window as three tall, blue-skinned beings walked up her driveway. They wore silver suits that shimmered in the morning sun. "Professor Chen," the tallest one said when she opened the door, "we are from the Galactic Council. You must come with us." Maya was not surprised. 6 months ago, aliens had landed on Earth. Since then, as a language professor, she had helped talk to them. What did surprise her was that they came to her home, not to the big government building where meetings usually happened. "Why me?" she asked, looking up at the alien who was 3 feet taller than her. "There are better people to talk to the council." The alien, who called himself Zorn, made a sound like rocks falling. It was how his kind laughed. "The council needs someone who can learn fast. You learned our language in 1 week. Others took months." Maya packed a small bag. She told her cat sitter to come over. Then she followed the aliens to their ship. It was silver like their suits and shaped like a teardrop. Inside, it was bigger than it looked from outside. "The council meeting is on the hub station," Zorn said. "It will take 3 Earth days to get there." Maya sat in a chair that formed around her body. "What will I do at this meeting?" Zorn's face changed color, turning slightly purple. "You will watch. Listen. That is all." She knew what that meant. Humans were new to space. The other aliens thought they were simple, not ready to join their club. "Earth deserves a voice," Maya said. "Earth will get what the council decides it deserves," Zorn said, not looking at her. For 3 days, Maya studied the files they gave her about the council. There were 12 alien groups that made the rules for this part of space. Some were old, with technology humans could barely understand. Others were newer, like the Zentari, Zorn's people. All thought they were better than humans. The ship came out of what Zorn called fold space near a huge station. It looked like someone had taken 20 skyscrapers and stuck them together in a circle. Lights blinked all over it, and hundreds of ships moved around it like bees. "The hub," Zorn said, "home of the Galactic Council for the last 3,000 years." When they docked, Maya followed Zorn down a long hall. Aliens of every shape walked past. Some had 6 legs. Others floated above the ground. One looked like water given life. A tall, thin alien with gray skin stopped them. He had 4 arms and eyes that changed color as he spoke. "This is the human?" he asked Zorn, not looking at Maya. "Yes, Council Leader Vexlor," Zorn bowed. The gray alien finally looked at Maya. His eyes turned dark blue. "Remember, human, you are here to observe only. Your kind is new to the stars. You have much to learn before you speak in our halls." Maya nodded, but inside she felt angry. She had studied their languages, their history, their politics. She knew more about the council than most of its members. "Where will I sit?" she asked. The council leader pointed to a small glass box high up on the wall of the huge meeting room. "The observation pod. You will see everything, but no one needs to see you." As he walked away, Maya heard him say to Zorn, "These humans think they are ready for the stars. They still fight over pieces of their own tiny world." Maya smiled to herself. They thought she was just a quiet human who would sit and watch. They thought humans were simple and weak. They were wrong, and soon they would know just how wrong they were. Maya sat in her small glass box for 2 days. The council talked about trade routes and border disputes. No one looked at her. No one asked what she thought. She took notes on her tablet. She watched how each alien group acted. The Zentari were proud and loud. The Draconians were quiet, but everyone listened when they spoke. The Vexlor led the meetings and acted like they were better than everyone. On the 3rd day, something changed. A small green alien ran into the council room. Its 4 eyes were wide with fear. "Emergency," it shouted. "The station's main computer has a virus." The room got loud. Everyone talked at once. Some stood up. Others pointed at each other. "The Draconians did this," shouted the Zentari leader, Zorn. "We did not," roared the Draconian with scales that shimmered like oil on water. The Moravians want our territory. They did this. Maya watched the screens on the walls. Red warnings flashed. Numbers counted down. The station's life support was failing. They had less than an hour of air left. No one was fixing the problem. They were too busy blaming each other. Maya looked closer at the warning screens. Strange symbols flashed between the normal writing. They were old symbols, not used anymore. She had seen them before, on the oldest parts of the station walls. She pressed the button to open her glass box. No one had told her how to leave, but she found it anyway. She climbed down a small ladder to the main floor. "The human is out of her box," shouted a Vexillor guard with a weapon. "Let her go back," said Council Leader Vexillor. "We have bigger problems." Maya didn't go back. She walked to a computer panel near the wall. The symbols on the screen matched the old writing on the walls. This wasn't a new virus. It was an old program, waking up. She touched the screen. Her fingers found patterns in the symbols. It was like the oldest Zentari language, but different, older. "Stop the human," shouted Zorn. "She will make it worse." Two guards moved toward Maya, but she kept working. The council room was getting warmer. The air felt thin. They were running out of time. "Listen to me," Maya said, her voice loud and clear. "This isn't an attack. It's an old program from when this station was first built. It thinks it's doing a normal check, but your new systems don't understand it." "How would you know?" asked the Vexillor leader. "You are from a planet that just learned space travel." "I study languages, all languages, even computer ones," Maya said. "This is the language of the builders, the ones who made this station long ago. See these symbols? They match the writing on your oldest walls." The room got quiet. Everyone looked at the walls. The same strange symbols were there, carved into the stone thousands of years ago. "If this is true," said the Draconian leader slowly, "can you stop it?" "I think so," Maya said. "But I need access to the main system." The council leader looked at the countdown. 30 minutes of air left. "Give her access," he said finally. Guards took Maya to the main control room. Screens covered the walls. The strange symbols were everywhere now, taking over. Maya sat at the main console. Her fingers moved quickly over the controls. "What are you doing?" asked Zorn, watching nervously. "I'm talking to it," Maya said, in its own language. The aliens watched as Maya typed in symbols no one had used for thousands of years. The countdown kept going. 20 minutes, 15, 10. With 5 minutes left, Maya pressed a final button. All the screens turned blue, then green, then normal. "Air systems restored," said the station's voice. "All functions normal." Everyone looked at Maya in shock. "How did you do that?" asked the council leader. Maya smiled. "On Earth, we have thousands of languages, old ones, new ones. We learn to understand things that are different from us. It's our strength, not our weakness." For the first time, the council leader looked at Maya with respect. "Perhaps," he said slowly, "we have more to learn from humans than we thought." Everything changed after Maya saved the station. The next day, she didn't have to sit in the small glass box. They gave her a seat at a small table on the main floor. It wasn't with the important aliens, but it was better than the box. "The human shows unexpected skills," said Council Leader Vexillor at the start of the meeting. "We will allow her to speak today when asked." Zorn, the Zentari who brought Maya to the station, looked unhappy. He didn't like that she had shown him up. "One lucky guess does not make humans ready for the council," he said. Maya didn't argue. She sat quietly and listened. The council was talking about a new space route that would go near Earth. Some wanted to avoid human space. Others wanted to trade with Earth. "Humans are too wild," said a Moravian with purple skin. "They might attack our ships." "Their weapons are simple," said a floating alien made of light. "They could not hurt us." Maya waited to be asked what she thought. No one asked. Then a new problem came up. The Draconians and the Centauri both wanted to mine a small moon. They were getting angry. Their voices got louder. "That moon has been in Draconian space for 1,000 years," shouted the Draconian leader, his scales turning red with anger. "Your maps are wrong. It is clearly in Centauri territory," Zorn shouted back. The council leader tried to calm them down, but it wasn't working. Maya saw that this fight had happened many times before. No one was listening to anyone else. She pressed the button on her table that meant she wanted to speak. The council leader looked surprised but nodded at her. "May I ask a question?" Maya said. "The human may speak," said the council leader. "What is on this moon that both sides want?" Maya asked. The room got quiet. The Draconian and Centauri leaders looked at each other. "Xantium," said the Draconian finally. "A rare metal we use for our ships." Maya nodded. "And do both sides need the same amount?" Zorn made a sound like rocks falling. "Of course not. The Draconians are greedy. They take everything. We take what we need," the Draconian said. "No more." Maya looked at the map on the big screen. The moon was right between their territories. "What if," she said slowly, "the moon stays in Draconian space, but the Centauri get the right to mine 20% of the Xantium each year?" Both alien leaders started to say no. Then they stopped and thought. "The Draconians keep their territory," Maya continued. "The Centauri get what they need. Everyone is happy." The council room was quiet. This simple idea had never been tried before. "It could work," said the Draconian leader finally. "We would need 30%, said Zorn. 25, said the Draconian. Just like that. They were talking, not fighting. The council leader looked at Maya with new eyes. "You have a way of seeing to the heart of problems, human." When the meeting ended, many aliens came to talk to Maya. They had questions about Earth, about humans. Some even asked her opinion on council matters. That night, she got a message from the council leader. It said, "Tomorrow you will sit at the main table. Earth is granted temporary junior member status." Maya smiled as she packed her things. She was being moved to better rooms, ones usually given to full council members. The door opened and Zorn came in. He looked uncomfortable. "I did not think humans had anything to teach us," he said. "I was wrong." Maya nodded. "Everyone makes mistakes, Zorn. The smart ones learned from them." "The council underestimated you," he said. "A big mistake." "Not just me," Maya said. "All of humanity." As Zorn left, Maya looked out her window at the stars. This was just the beginning. Humans had so much more to show the galaxy, and she would help them see it. Maya went back to Earth 2 weeks later. She was now Earth's official speaker at the council. People on Earth treated her like a hero. News shows wanted to talk to her. Leaders wanted her advice. But Maya just wanted to go back to her small house and pet her cat. "I'm not special," she told her old boss at the university. "I just noticed things the aliens missed." "That's what makes you special," her boss said. "Now they respect humans because of you." Maya was making dinner one night when her alien communicator beeped. Only 5 people on Earth had these devices. It glowed blue, which meant an emergency. She pressed the button, and a hologram appeared. It was the council leader. "Professor Chen," he said, his 4 eyes all different colors, "we need you back at the hub." "Now, what's wrong?" Maya asked. "The Moravians and the Centauri are going to fight. They have called for krill tax." Maya didn't know that word. "What is krill tax?" "Ritual combat," the council leader said. "If the Moravians win, they get 3 Centauri planets. If they lose, the Centauri get half the Moravian fleet." "That's crazy," Maya said. "Why would they risk so much?" "Old grudges," the council leader said. "They have hated each other for centuries. But there's more. The council has named you krill tax judge." Maya almost dropped her dinner. "Me? Why me?" "A judge must be from a neutral species, someone both sides respect. The council leader looked tired. You are the only human they both trust. A ship came for Maya that night. It took her to the hub faster than before. When she arrived, the station felt different. Tense. Quiet. Zorn met her at the dock. He wore armor now, not his usual silver suit. You should not have come, he said. This is not your fight. I'm not here to fight, Maya said. I'm here to judge. Zorn made his rock-falling laugh, but it sounded sad. The judge just watches. No one has ever stopped a krill tax once it starts. Maya followed Zorn to a new room. It was round, with seats all around like a sports arena. In the center was a circle made of glowing red light. The Moravian leader waited there. He was tall and thin with purple skin and 6 arms. Each arm held a different weapon. The human judge has arrived, he said. Now we can begin. Maya sat in a floating chair above the circle. From here, she could see everything. What are the rules? She asked. The krill tax has 3 parts, said a small green alien who served as her helper. First is the war of words. Second is the battle of bodies. Third is the ending. The ending? Maya asked. When one side wins, the helper said, or when both sides are destroyed. Maya felt cold. This wasn't just a ritual. It was real war. The Zentari entered the room. 20 warriors in full armor. Zorn led them. They looked ready to die. The krill tax begins with the speaking of grievances, the helper told Maya. Each side tells why they hate the other. This can take many hours. The Moravian leader stepped forward. The Zentari stole our colony worlds 300 years ago. They killed our people. Wait, Maya said, standing up in her floating chair. Everyone looked at her in surprise. As judge, I need to understand everything, she said. Before you tell old stories of hate, tell me what you really want now. Both leaders looked confused. What we want? We want justice, said the Moravian. What does justice look like? Maya asked. Exactly. Tell me what would make this right. The leaders had no answer. No one had ever asked them this question before. Maya smiled. They thought a human judge would just watch their old fight. They were wrong. She was going to change the rules of their game. If you want me to judge, she said, first you must tell me what peace looks like. Then we can decide if war is really needed. The aliens looked at each other in confusion. This was not how krill tax was supposed to go, but they had chosen her as judge. They had to listen. Maya sat back in her chair. Maybe humans had something new to teach the galaxy after all. For 3 hours, no one spoke. The Moravian and Zentari leaders just looked at Maya, then at each other, then back at Maya. The room was so quiet you could hear the air systems humming. This is not how krill tax works, the Moravian leader said finally. We speak our hate, then we fight. And how has that worked for the last 1,000 years? Maya asked. Has it brought peace? The Zentari warriors shifted in their armor. Zorn stepped forward. No krill tax has ever ended with both sides happy, he admitted. Then let's try something new, Maya said. As judge, I have the right to set the rules. She wasn't sure if this was true, but she said it with confidence. Her small green helper looked nervous but nodded. The judge does have certain powers. Good, Maya said. First, I want to meet with each side alone. Moravians first. The Zentari left the room, looking confused. When they were gone, Maya came down from her floating chair and sat across from the Moravian leader. Tell me what you really want, she said. Not what you hate. What you want. The Moravian leader, whose name was Trell, was quiet for a long time. The Zentari took 3 of our worlds, he said finally. Good worlds with rich soil. We want them back. For farming? Maya asked. Yes, Trell said, surprised. Our people need food, but the Zentari just took the planets for mining. They dug holes and left. Maya nodded. Thank you for your honesty. Please wait outside while I talk to the Zentari. When the Zentari came in, Maya asked them the same question. Zorn spoke for his people. We need the metal from those worlds, he said. But the mines are almost empty now. We keep the worlds so the Moravians can't use them against us. You're afraid of them? Maya asked. Zorn looked uncomfortable. They have more ships than us. If they had more food, they could make more soldiers. Maya thought about this. Then she called both sides back in. I think I see a way forward, she said. The Zentari need metals. The Moravians need food. You both need to feel safe. She pressed a button on her chair. A map of the 3 worlds appeared in the air. Here's what I propose, Maya said. The 3 worlds go back to the Moravians, but with these rules. The Moravians can farm the land, but the Zentari keep mining rights in these specific areas. And both sides will have outposts on each world to make sure everyone follows the rules. Both leaders started to object. Maya held up her hand. I'm not finished, she said. To build trust, each side will help the other. Zentari will teach Moravians better mining. Moravians will teach Zentari better farming. You'll work together. Work with them. Trell looked shocked. They are our enemies. Are they? Maya asked. Or are they just people with different needs? On Earth, we learned that trading partners rarely go to war with each other. It's bad for business. The room was quiet again. The Moravians and Zentari looked at each other with new eyes. Instead of krill tax, Maya said, I propose krill packs. The ritual of peace. It will be harder than fighting. It will take longer, but no one has to die. This is not our way, Zorn said, but his voice was uncertain. Maybe it's time for a new way, Maya replied. Earth is new to the stars, but we've had thousands of years of war. We know where that path leads. Now we try to find another way. Slowly, Trell set down his weapons. Zorn removed his helmet. We will try this krill pax, Trell said. But if it fails, it won't, Maya said with a smile. Because you both want the same thing in the end. A better life for your people. The news spread quickly through the hub station. For the first time ever, the krill tax had ended before it began. And it was because of a human. The council leader came to see Maya that night. You continue to surprise us, he said. Perhaps humans have more to teach us than we thought. Maya smiled. We're just getting started. 2 days after the krill pax agreement, Maya was helping the Moravians and Zentari write down all the rules. It was hard work. Each side wanted to make sure they got what they needed. The farming areas must be at least 20 miles from any mining, Trell said. 10 miles is enough, argued Zorn. Any more and the mines won't work right. Maya was tired but happy. They were talking, not fighting. That was progress. Then her helper ran into the room, his green skin almost white with fear. Judge Chen, all communications to Earth are cut off. Maya stood up quickly. What? How? I don't know, the helper said. But that's not all. The council has called an emergency meeting. They're voting to cancel the krill pax. Maya couldn't believe it. The council had seemed happy with her solution. Why would they stop it now? She rushed to the council chamber. When she got there, she saw something strange. Vexlor ships were docked at the hub. Many more than usual. Inside the chamber, council leader Vexlor stood in the center. His 4 eyes were cold as he looked at Maya. Professor Chen, he said, how unfortunate you've heard about this vote. What's going on? Maya asked. Why would you stop the peace process? A new voice spoke from the shadows. Because peace is not profitable. A tall Vexlor stepped out. He wore rich clothes with jewels. Maya had never seen him before. This is Trade Master Vorks, the council leader said. He has concerns about your krill pax. Vorks walked around Maya slowly. The Vexlor Trade Guild has sold weapons to both the Moravians and Zentari for 300 years. Your peace would cost us billions. Maya felt cold. The Vexilor had been making money from this old fight all along. You want them to keep fighting so you can sell them weapons? She asked. Business is business, Vork said with a smile that showed too many teeth. The council will vote to return to traditional krill tax. You will be sent back to Earth. Everything will go back to normal. And if I refuse? Maya asked. Then perhaps Earth will have an accident, Vorks said quietly. Asteroids are so unpredictable. Maya felt fear for the first time. These aliens could hurt Earth. They could hurt her home, her family. You can't threaten a council member planet, she said, trying to sound brave. Vorks laughed. Earth is not a full member yet, just temporary status, and that can be taken away with one vote. The council chamber door opened. Trell and Zorn walked in. They looked confused. We were told the council needed to see us, Zorn said. Ah, perfect timing, Vork said. We can tell them together that the Krill Pax is cancelled. Maya's mind raced. She needed to stop this, but how? The Vexilor had all the power here. Then she remembered something from the first day on the station. The old language, the builder symbols. She had an idea. Before you vote, Maya said to the council leader, may I send a message to Earth to say goodbye to my family? The council leader looked at Vorks, who nodded. Very well, you may use the communication room, but be quick. Maya walked to the small room with the communication equipment. A guard watched her from the door. She pretended to type a message home, but she wasn't writing to Earth. She was writing in the old builder language, sending a message to the station itself. Security protocols active, she typed in the ancient symbols. Council room lockdown. There was a loud alarm. Metal doors slammed shut across the hub station. What have you done? The guard shouted. Maya smiled. I've bought us some time. She had no idea if her plan would work, but she knew one thing. The Galactic Council had underestimated her again. And that was always a big mistake. Red lights flashed all over the hub station. The metal doors were locked tight. No one could get in or out of any room. The station computer spoke in the old builder language that only Maya understood. In the communication room, Maya worked fast. She knew she didn't have much time before the Vexilor figured out what she had done. Station, show me all communications from the Vexilor ships in the last month, she said in builder language. The computer showed her hundreds of messages. Most were in Vexilor language, but Maya could read enough to understand. The Vexilor had been planning this for weeks. They wanted to start a war, not just between the Moravians and Centauri, but with many planets. Why? Maya whispered. What do they gain from so much fighting? Then she saw it. A secret plan called market growth. The Vexilor weren't just selling weapons. They were taking over planets after they were weakened by war. The door to the communication room started to glow red. Someone was cutting through it with a laser. Station, connect me to the council chamber, Maya said quickly. A screen opened, showing the council room. Everyone was trapped inside. The council leader, Trell, Zorn, and other council members. Listen to me, Maya said. The Vexilor are planning to start wars across the galaxy. They've been playing us all against each other. Lies, shouted the council leader. The human is trying to create chaos. I can prove it, Maya said. Station, show file market growth on all screens. The Vexilor plan appeared on every screen in the hub. Everyone could see it now. The list of planets to attack, the weapons to sell, the resources to take. This can't be real, said Zorn, reading the plans. It is, said Trell. The Vexilor have been selling us faulty weapons for years. They never work quite right. Now we know why. They want us to keep buying more. The door behind Maya burst open. Trade Master Vork stood there with 4 guards. Enough of this, he growled. End the lockdown now, human. No, Maya said. Not until the council sees the truth. Vorks pointed his weapon at her. The council believes what we tell them to believe. Not anymore. said a deep voice from the screen. It was the Draconian leader, the oldest member of the council. "We have seen your plans, Vorks. Your trade guild has betrayed the council." Other council members nodded. The mood in the room was changing. "This is human trickery," Vorks said, but he sounded less sure now. "The human has only shown us your own words," said the Draconian. "Release her, or the Draconian fleet will consider it an act of war against the council." Vorks looked scared for the first time. The Draconians had the biggest fleet in the galaxy. "The Moravians stand with the human as well," said Trell. "And the Zentari," added Zorn. One by one, other council members joined them. Soon, only the Vexlor stood alone. Trade Master Vorks lowered his weapon. "This isn't over," he said to Maya. "The Vexlor do not forget." "Neither do humans," Maya replied. Later, when the lockdown ended, the council met again. The Vexlor were stripped of their council leadership. The council leader was removed from power. "We need a new leader," said the Draconian. "Someone who sees the truth even when it's hidden." All eyes turned to Maya. "Me," she said, surprised. "But I'm just a temporary member." "Not anymore," said the Draconian. "Earth is now a full council member, and we ask you to lead the council's peace committee." Maya thought about her small house on Earth, her university job, her cat. Then she thought about what she could do here, for Earth and for the galaxy. "I accept," she said. As she looked around the room, she saw respect in the aliens' eyes, not just for her, but for all humans. "They thought we were too simple to understand galactic politics," she thought. "They thought we were too young to have wisdom." The council had underestimated her and all of humanity. Now they knew better. 3 months passed. Maya worked hard as head of the peace committee. She helped solve problems between different alien groups. She taught them to talk instead of fight. Earth sent more humans to help her. They formed the first human diplomatic corps. One day, Maya was in her new office when her helper ran in. "Professor Chen, Vexlor ships have been seen near Earth." Maya jumped up. "How many?" "Just 3 small ones. They stayed far away, watching." Maya didn't like this. The Vexlor had been quiet since they lost power in the council. Too quiet. Trade Master Vorks had disappeared. No one knew where he went. "Send a message to Earth. Tell them to watch carefully for any Vexlor activity," Maya said. That night, Maya couldn't sleep. She felt that something was wrong. She went to the hub's library to look at old records about the Vexlor. The library was huge, with data going back thousands of years. Maya searched for hours. She found nothing unusual at first. The Vexlor had been on the council for centuries. They had always been traitors. Then she found something strange. Every few hundred years, the Vexlor had tried to take over the council. Each time, they failed. Each time, they came back later acting friendly again. "They're patient," Maya said to herself. "They wait and plan." She kept searching and found more. The Vexlor always attacked the newest, weakest council member. And now, that was Earth. Maya's communicator beeped. It was a message from Earth. Strange signal detected coming from the moon. Not human. Not any known alien language. Maya felt cold. The Vexlor were up to something. She called an emergency council meeting. All the members came quickly, worried by the urgency in her voice. "The Vexlor are planning to attack Earth," Maya told them. "I found their pattern in the old records. They always target the newest council member." Some council members looked doubtful. "The Vexlor have no battle fleet," said one. "How could they attack Earth?" "Not with ships," Maya said. "With something else. There's a strange signal coming from Earth's moon." The Draconian leader stood up. "I believe Professor Chen. The Vexlor are tricky. They never attack directly." "What do you think they're doing?" asked Zorn. Maya thought about it. The signal, it could be controlling something. Maybe something already on Earth. Then she remembered something. 6 months ago, When aliens first came to Earth, the Vexlor had given gifts to many world leaders, small statues that were placed in government buildings. The gifts, Maya said. Those statues they gave us. What if they're weapons or spy devices? The council chamber went quiet. Everyone knew the Vexlor always gave gifts to new planets they met. We have their gifts too, Trell said slowly. In our main cities. And in our ships, added Zorn. Maya stood up. We need to check all Vexlor gifts right away. On every planet. Teams were sent out immediately. On Earth, they found the truth. Each statue had a hidden device inside. When activated by the signal from the moon, they would release a gas that could make humans very sick. Not deadly, but enough to weaken Earth while the Vexlor took control. They were going to use our trust against us, Maya told the council the next day. They've probably done this before. The council ordered all Vexlor gifts destroyed across the galaxy. Thousands were found on hundreds of planets. Later, the Draconian leader spoke to Maya privately. You have saved many worlds, not just your own, he said. The Vexlor have played this game for centuries. No one ever caught them before. Maya smiled. They didn't expect humans to be so curious, or so suspicious. The Vexlor underestimated you, the Draconian said. That was their mistake. Not just me, Maya said. All humans. We've had to learn the hard way not to trust too easily. The Draconian nodded. Perhaps that is why the galaxy needs humans now. You see things the rest of us have forgotten to look for. 1 year had passed since Maya first went to the hub. So much had changed. Earth was now a respected member of the Galactic Council. The human diplomatic corps had 50 members working across the galaxy. Maya had visited 15 different planets. Today was special. For the first time ever, the Galactic Council would meet on Earth. Maya stood in the new council building in New Zealand. It was built with help from alien friends. The walls were made of special materials from Draconian worlds. The windows were Zenturi crystal that changed color with the sun. Are you nervous? Asked Zorn, who had become a good friend. A little, Maya admitted. This is a big day for Earth. Leaders from all council worlds would arrive soon. They would discuss trade, science, and peace. Earth would show what humans could offer the galaxy. The council chamber is ready, said Maya's assistant, a young woman named Priya. The translation systems are working perfectly. Maya nodded. Human technology was now mixed with alien tech. Earth scientists had learned much from their new friends, but they had taught the aliens things too. The Draconian ship is landing first, Priya said. Then the Moravians. Maya went outside to greet them. The Draconian leader looked different on Earth. His scales shimmered in Earth's sunlight. Your world is beautiful, he said to Maya. So full of water and life. Thank you for coming, Maya said. It means a lot to us. One by one, ships landed and aliens came out. Some needed special suits to breathe Earth's air. Others felt right at home. The last ship to land was not expected. It was a Vexlor ship. Guards moved quickly, weapons ready. Maya held up her hand to stop them. From the ship came a young Vexlor. Not Trade Master Orcs, but someone new. I am Mexel, the Vexlor said, new leader of the Vexlor Trade Guild. I come in peace, to ask forgiveness. Maya was surprised. The Vexlor had been quiet since their plot was discovered. My people have done wrong, Nexel said. For too long, we sought power through tricks and fear. I wish to change our ways. Maya looked carefully at the young Vexlor. His 4 eyes were open and clear. He seemed honest. The meeting is for all council members, she said, even those who have made mistakes. You may join us. The council meeting lasted 3 days. They talked about new trade routes through Earth's solar system. They discussed how Earth sciences could help other worlds. They made plans for humans to visit more planets. On the last day, Maya gave a speech. 1 year ago, I sat in a small glass box, watching the council. You thought humans were too simple, too young to understand galactic politics. You underestimated us. The room was quiet. Every alien was listening. That was a mistake. But mistakes can teach us. Humans have made many mistakes in our history. We fought wars. We hurt our planet. But we learned. We got better. Maya looked at each alien leader. The galaxy needs all of us. The wisdom of the old species like the Draconians, the strength of the Zentari, the farming skills of the Moravians, even the trading knowledge of the Vexlor. And yes, the curiosity and adaptability of humans. She smiled. We are stronger together than apart. Earth is honored to be part of this council. We have much to learn from you all. But perhaps we have some things to teach as well. When she finished, the aliens did something they had never done before. They stood and clapped their hands, tentacles, wings, and claws in the human way of showing respect. Maya felt proud, not just of herself, but of all humans. The road ahead would not be easy. There would be more challenges, more dangers in the stars. But Earth was ready. Humanity had found its place in the galaxy. And it all started because the Galactic Council underestimated one human woman. That had been their big mistake. And now, the whole galaxy was better for it.